Everybody, Lady B here. What you're looking at there is my grandson Logan. Some of you already know him. But that was when he was about 3 or 4. And his favorite thing was reading. He would rather have a book than his toys. But the last weekend he spent with me, I'd been telling him that he was getting too old to sleep with Grandma. And he was only 5 when his mother took him away. Him and his brother and sister. But that weekend he said, "Grandma, can we lay in your bed and read to each other like we used to?" Yeah, you know me. We got to do that. So I read him a story. Of course, he read me a story. Of course, just looking at pictures. And then I read him a different book. So he falls asleep. So he got to sleep with Grandma one last time before his mother took him away. Anyhow, that's not the whole reason behind this video. Yesterday I got hurt. It's not a really bad injury, but it's going to slow me down for a couple of days. My son-in-law and my daughter's goat got out of the pen again. He busted through the wall of the barn. He's got horns like a longhorn steer. And he headbutts and headbutts until he finally breaks out. Anyhow, I took him to Lowe's to get some OSB board, and I think it's like 3/4 inch. I'm not quite sure, but there was 2 sheets of it. I put it in the back, or we put it in the back of the van. And when I pulled in their driveway, which is at a little slant, I took the bungee cords loose because it wouldn't fasten with the panels in there. So when I undid the bungee cords, they slid out of the van and hit me right in the shin bone. Yeah, it did hurt. But it didn't hurt as much then as it did later. And I'll show you the pictures of later. This one was taken probably about an hour after it was done. And you can see right here, that's a sideways view. That's not really swelling as much as it is the blood pooling under the skin. And this one was the second one that I took right after that first one. And that's a view from the top. You can see that it's starting to bruise already. And I had ice on it at that point because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. So this one here is the last view that I got. And it's a little bit sideways, but you can see the little hump right there and the bruising already starting. And at that point it was really hard to walk on. So I've got a Med Express down the street. So I went down there, had them to do an x-ray. And she said she didn't think it was broke, but she would do an x-ray just to be sure because of the way that the plywood hit on my leg. Anyhow, it's not broke, it's not fractured, but there is a huge hematoma underneath the skin. And it's pretty big, and it was hurting really bad at that point. But anyhow, I came home. She told me to put a heating pad on it 4 times a day for 20 minutes at a time. And she said that my body would absorb the extra blood that's pooling in under there. And for me to stay off of it for a few days. Who has time to stay off of the legs? I mean, you all have had health issues and injuries and stuff too. We can't slow down. We don't have time to slow down. But I've got to do that because it's going to heal faster if I do as she said. So I can't stay off of it all the time. She told me to keep it wrapped up when I was on my feet. But I'm going to go over here and unwrap it and let you all see what it looks like now. And I'll be seeing it for the first time also. Okay, I've got it all but unwrapped. All this Velcro on here, it's hard to get it undone. Feel like I'm tying myself up here. Okay. Now let's see. There's my pillows that I had it propped up on last night and my heating pad. And it's still, the lighting in here is not the best. Let's get back here so you can see it a little bit. The bruising goes all the way around to about here. And this side about here. Sorry about that. About here. And it's pretty good. Well, pretty bad. However you want to look at it. And there's a sideways view. You can see the hematoma is still there. And it's really warm to the touch. But anyhow, my thing is, a lot of you all have had injuries and health issues also. I don't have time, and I know you all don't either, for injuries or health issues or sickness, whatever. But I've learned that if you need to get it done, you need to get it done while you can, because you never know what tomorrow is going to hold. I just thank goodness that this is not as bad as it could have been. But I'm supposed to stay off of it for a few days. Now, I can't completely, but I will stay off of it as much as I can. And try to do things here in the bed or in the chair with it propped up or something. I can't just completely stop. I can do things sitting down. But anyhow, just going to go ahead and let you go for right now. Just wanted to let you know what was up with me. So, Bill Stony Creek has tagged me in a video. And Bill, I promise I will do this video for you as soon as I can. Excuse me. But I'm going to get off here and I will talk to you all later. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you next video. Bye now. Stay safe.